Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on where you're listening to us from. Okay, today I welcome you all to our Love Bible series, our community relationship thoughts. And today we have a medical practitioner, one of the finest young medical practitioners you can ever imagine here in our local community, a laboratory scientist, Chief Obinna Ikonne, a graduate of
Hello guys.
Abia State University, one of the prestigious universities you can see in this Western Africa. So he's here with us today. Welcome, sir.
Hello guys. Thank you. It's a pleasure sharing this moment with you all.
Thank you. You're welcome. So in today's Love Bible series, since we have a medic, a health therapist, we are going to talk about those things when it comes to health that can help to sustain, make or mar your relationship. So today we'll be hearing from our guest speaker, who is going to lecture us today on some of the things we need to know and things we need to do if really we want to sustain our loving, lasting relationship. So my dear Chief, sometimes people do complain about, when you get married to a woman, maybe a beautiful woman, before you met her, she was beautiful, she was all you have ever desired for as a man, or vice versa. But along the line, the marriage line or relationship line, things started changing. So, what are the reasons that can make a man or a woman, depending the person, to lose interest in his or her partner when it comes to health aspect of a relationship?
Thank you very much. You're welcome. Yeah, this topic is a very interesting one, and I believe when we are done treating this topic, a lot of relationship we get whole and we get healed. Yeah, one of the things that can cause harm in many relationships that have been going on very fine and in subsequent time started having shrinks. They are domestic things, they are casual things that we can never, sometimes we imagine them not to be very, very serious. Would I say when a lady is beautiful, dresses very well, before your husband came to you to ask for your hand in marriage, after 2 years of marriage, 3 years, you tend to see the same beautiful lady. You no longer dress as you ought to be dressing because you feel like you're now well welcome in the family. You feel like you've gotten to the heart of your husband. You no longer do those things your husband thought necessary or deemed fit for a girl, things that attracted him to you. You no longer do those things, and such things can just be things, they are so casual. The mode of dressing, the way you look, you are at home, like, let's say when I'm talking about the mode of dressing, maybe before, when your husband is around or is coming to visit, you wear your bun shirt, skimpy shirt, dress, you look very well, makeup, and look so pretty for him. Now these days you've given birth and you are no longer like, you feel like you've arrived, you no longer want to entice him. He comes back, he meets you tying wrapper, and you are not even feeling like, this man needs something to like appreciate, and you also be expecting him to appreciating you with a tying wrapper. This man just went out and he's back exhausted, and I think they say the eye eats first before any other part of the body. Like with the man, like if you are dressing the way you were dressing before your husband met you, I believe your husband can actually see you when he comes back and say, fine, this my wife is so pretty. He can just calm his nerves down. He will be so relaxed in his home.
Okay, Chief, what you are trying to say now is that the way a woman dresses, her dresses maybe at the long run in a relationship can affect the love of the man.
Yes.
What about the woman to the man?
In most cases about this, we just see a man who always buy gifts for the wife before they met, when they were still courting. Along the line, the man has been trying to please the lady. They've been buying things, getting gifts from time to time, caring, checking up on the lady, per se. Now, when they are now married, you tend to see the same man feeling so relaxed, feeling there is no more competition, like she's all mine.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes.
You can now be like, she's my wife, I can talk to her anyhow I want to talk to her.
Okay.
You don't talk to her with respect. You feel like everything is just so casual. She belongs to me. I own her now. There is nothing like, so that just it. You just feel like this lady now does not deserve any preferential or special treatment.
Okay. Because you've arrived.
Because you've arrived,
You've achieved her.
Yeah, you've achieved everything you need to achieve in
Okay.
that lady, and you are forgetting the fact that these people we are talking about here, I don't know, there's a way they are being made.
Okay.
There's a way they are being built. Like they love affection, they love care, they love them to. They always want men to appreciate them, irrespective of whatever they are doing, irrespective of however they look.
Okay.
So you are doing all these things, and the lady fell in love with you. And then one day, like, after 5 years of marriage, you now tend to like, you no longer like appreciate her, you no longer like tease her, you no longer do those things that actually makes her feel homely, like feel like at home, feel like my husband is my husband, like this is the man I fell in love with.
Okay. In case you are joining us, we have in the studio today one of the illustrious students of Abia State University, Utru. He's a graduate, he's a medic, a laboratory scientist, Chief Obinna Ikonne.
Yeah.
So, Chief, going further, you've talked about the way a woman can dress or a partner can dress that might change the chemistry, the love chemistry, the emotional chemistry of the partner towards the person. So, after the dressing and all that, what are other health issues that can affect the sustenance of a long-term relationship?
Okay. Let me quickly, because I think we don't have much time, let me quickly attend to this. Like eating habits. Eating habits. You are watching your weight before your husband met you. Before you gave birth to your first kid, you're always taking care of yourself, making sure things you eat are healthy things. Now you are married, you no longer look out for your body. No longer look out for your shape. You eat anything you see, you drink anything you see, irrespective of the time. I'm not saying that eating is not bad, it's bad, but you mind things you eat. You don't watch your shape again, like you were thin before your husband met you. Yes, we know that every time they say that after a lady must have finished giving birth, you tend to add in size, in shape, and everything. But in a very moderate way, there are things we take that can help us normalize and still maintain our shape and still make us not to go out of shape. So eating habits, the way the things you eat, trying to know, like having a dietitian around you who can, or a nutritionist. As a lady, you ought to know all these things. And today we have our Google, we have YouTube, we have channels that you can watch, you have things you can go to and learn what to eat and at the right time. And eating late night food, it really affects the belly. It does, irrespective of the gender, whether male or female, it affects totally.
Okay, Chief. Thank you for that. Please, in a relationship, relationship is like an adventure, between two persons, two different persons who have never met before. Coming together of two individuals, different in background, religious background, academic background, tribe most times, and all that. Coming together to try to crave for this feeling to be what they think they can become and then enjoy the rest of their life. So now, what I'm trying to understand is this, me and our listeners, is it appropriate for a woman, okay, let's not say a woman, so it will not be as if we are being gender based.
Yeah.
Is it appropriate for a partner maybe to have some health challenges while in a relationship which he or she tend to hide from their partners? Like, is it always good, or is it necessary that whenever a partner have any kind of health challenge, they should quickly let their partner know, or is it something they can deal with individually?
Yeah. When you're talking about relationship before marriage, there's always courtship before marriage.
Okay.
And I believe during this time of courtship, you tend to share more, either share things, open up to your partner. There's nothing hidden again. You don't have any private life. Like the only private life, you live your life. as your husband. Like not like you're living the person's life, but you are open to each other. I believe that everything needs to be very, very open in the period of courtship, not even talk about marriage. Then at the level of marriage, I believe that if you're having any challenge, your first point of contact should be your husband. Your first point of contact should be your wife. Because anything that affects you sexually will definitely affect each other.
Okay.
So what I'm trying to say is that, in other words, you have this thing that when a lady is having, or let's say a partner is having any sexual issue or health related issue, let's assume sexually transmitted diseases, you must not be that you stepped out of your home to have sex or you cheated. There is level of infidelity like can make you have all these things. It can come maybe due to the level of I don't know how people tend to be careless about their environment. You don't, like I talked about food, eating unhealthy food, you can be affected in many ways. But that does not necessarily mean that it's not every infection that a lady or a man gets that tends to affect or showcases in the partner's side. What am I trying to say? Let me use a case study of gonorrhea. The gonorrhea can stay within a period of 3 years, 4 years, and above in a lady's body. But once she mingles with a man, the man tends to get affected and he starts reacting to it. It becomes a problem. So there are also some infections that can get hold of a man that we never, like when a lady encounters it, it becomes a problem to the lady. But to the man is living happily with it.
Okay.
So I believe that at the level of marriage, a lady, a man should be open to each other in that marriage because you two were joined to be one.
Okay.
There shouldn't be any secrets.
Okay, thank you, Chief. My listeners, you've heard it from the horse's mouth that as a woman, if you get married to a handsome man who fell in love with you at the first sight, when you were looking all nice, that you shouldn't, because you have given birth and now you start looking like an ancient woman or 80-year-old woman. This is what our chief here, our medical practitioner, made us to understand. So now, Chief, we haven't heard all these things that we just said now. So what is your advice to young women, not necessarily the ones in marriage? And two, you know that most times it's not all about the married people too. There are also young boys and girls that are into a serious relationship that they plan to build their life partnership from there, you know. So what are your advice to anybody, both man and a woman, who may at a point start feeling that what they saw in a man or in their partner is no longer what they're saying right now? So if such situation should happen in their relationship, what is your advice to them? How should they handle such situation?
Thank you very much. In such situation, my advice is that before you be able to tell a lady or to ask a lady's hand in marriage, you should like at least have it that at the back of your mind that anything that comes up later on, you'll be able to bear it. Because there are some facts you cannot change. There are still some persons that will still maintain their shape. There are still some persons that will still maintain their physique, or they are not able, they'll be taking all the things they need to take. They don't eat once it's past 6, yet they are still fat, yet their shape is not still intact.
Okay.
So it's just, I believe that understanding matters.
Okay.
Understanding in a relationship can propel relationship to a higher ground. When there is love, I believe love doesn't count errors.
Okay, Chief, in a nutshell, before we forget, just is there, I know there should be, just give us in a nutshell few importance or benefit of sexual intercourse in a relationship, how it affects or how it helps in sustenance of a long-term relationship, just in a nutshell.
I'm still very much single, and I believe, okay, medically speaking, sex is very, very important.
Okay.
Sex is very, very, very important in a relationship. aside relationship, sex is also very, very important health wise.
Okay.
Because a round of sex can actually normalize your whole body. Like, it's a whole lot of exercise. It keeps you fit. Emotional wise, and as in like it keeps you fit.
Yes.
Sex is very, very, very nice. Like, I mean, like a situation whereby a man is so depressed, a man is down, a lady is down. Just you need care, and that care you cannot offer it to yourself. It has to be with an opposite sex. So what I'm trying to say is that in this situation, you need something that can relax your body, your vein, your arteries, like keep your like yes, keep your blood flowing. It reduces depression, it reduces stress, like it works on you, it burns calories for you, even when you don't know. For those of you that don't know how to do exercise, but some persons are good in that aspect, so it helps. Therefore, distant relationship, man, it's not easy. Like I always say, it's understanding and it's love that keeps such relationships going. Long distant relationship.
Okay. So, okay. My listeners, I thank you, Chief Obinna Ikonne, medical laboratorist, for coming here with us today. You know, you have heard it from him. If you're in a relationship, try and have sex. He says it's very, very important. Sexual intercourse is an exercise on its own. It helps to burn calories. He said it. You heard it
Remember,
from
I
him.
said medically speaking.
He's medically speaking, general life. So that's what he said. So you should try and know how and where to fit sex into your own relationship to help it work out. So I want to thank you, our dear brother and medic, for coming here with us today. We also wish to see you next time. And by that time too, we might also have much other questions to ask you based on the reactions we will get from our listeners from today's class. So thank you for coming. We appreciate you, and we hope that next time we call on you that you will still come and give our listeners some lectures. Okay, my dear listeners, please, I want to thank you all for listening to us. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Always subscribe to our channel, like, comment, and share our content. As you do that, I hope God will bless you. Thank you, and God bless you. You're welcome, my brother. Thank you.